तो आज हम लोग पढ़ेंगे वर्क पावर एनर्जी, है ना। और उसमें सबसे पहले हम लोग देखेंगे वर्क। तो चैप्टर का नाम है वर्क पावर एंड एनर्जी। और उसमें से पहले हम लोग देखेंगे सबसे पहले क्या वर्क बोलो या वर्क डन बोलो, एक ही बात है, ठीक है। इसको हम लोग W से डिनोट करेंगे। कोई जरूरी नहीं है कि W से ही नोटेशन हो, बट यूज हम लोग करते हैं क्या, W। तो हम लोग सबसे पहले देखेंगे वर्क डन, ठीक है। सबसे पहले हम लोग देखेंगे वर्क डन। अब हम तुम लोग से एक सिंपल सा चीज पूछते हैं, 3 डायमेंशनल में बात करेंगे, 3 डायमेंशन में बात करेंगे, ठीक है। 3 डायमेंशन में कहना हम ये चाहते हैं कि ये स्पेस एक 3 डायमेंशनल स्पेस है, ठीक है। इसमें एक ऑब्जेक्ट या एक बॉडी जो खुद से ट्रेवल नहीं कर सकता है, ठीक है, जो खुद से ट्रेवल नहीं कर सकता। सपोज एक बॉडी है या एक पार्टिकल है या एक ऑब्जेक्ट है, वो इस पोजीशन से, या ध्यान से देखो, ये मेरा फिंगर है, इस फिंगर के इस पोजीशन से मान लो ऐसे कर्व पाथ को फॉलो करते हुए यहां पर आया, यहां पर, और ये खुद से नहीं आ सकता है। हमको वर्क डन सीखना है बाय फोर्स, मतलब जब फोर्स लगाते हैं तब वर्क डन बताइए। ऐसे सिंपली कोई बॉडी यहां से यहां आया तो उसके वर्क डन का कोई मतलब नहीं है। हम लोग जानना चाहते हैं वर्क डन बाय फोर्स। सपोज मोटरसाइकिल है, क्या है, मोटरसाइकिल है। मोटरसाइकिल हम लोग स्टार्ट करते हैं, बाइक स्टार्ट करते हैं, 4 व्हीलर स्टार्ट करते हैं, तो उस पर फोर्स कौन लगाता है? क्या बिना फोर्स के गाड़ी दौड़ने लगती है? नहीं दौड़ती है। कौन लगाता है? इंजन लगाता है। इंजन फोर्स प्रोवाइड करती है व्हीकल्स को, इसीलिए व्हीकल्स क्या होता है, मूव करता है। तो हम लोग जानना चाहते हैं वर्क डन बाय फोर्स। ऐसे सिंपली कोई बॉडी एक पोजीशन से दूसरी पोजीशन पे गया तो देयर इज नो सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ वर्क। देयर इज अ सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ वर्क इफ वी apply a force on a body and body displays along the direction of force, then we said work is done by the force, isn't it? Work is done by the force. तो हम लोग वो जानना चाहते हैं। तो हम यहाँ सिंपल सा स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं वर्क, ठीक है। सबसे पहले इसके बारे में जान लेते हैं कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन। वो इंफॉर्मेशन क्या है? वो इंफॉर्मेशन ही ये कि भैया ये जो वर्क डन है ये कैसा क्वांटिटी है? सर ये स्केलर क्वांटिटी है। कैसा क्वांटिटी है? स्केलर क्वांटिटी है। यानी इसमें केवल क्या होगा? मैग्नीट्यूड होगा। इसमें केवल मैग्नीट्यूड होगा, इसके पास केवल मैग्नीट्यूड होगा, और डायरेक्शन का कोई बात ही नहीं है, केवल मैग्नीट्यूड होगा। और अगर हम एक ऐसा यूनिट का बात कर लें कि वर्क डन हम लोग किस में मेजर करते हैं, किस यूनिट में मेजर करते हैं, जैसे हम लोग मास 5 kg अगर आलू खरीदने जाते हैं तो हम लोग बोलते हैं 5 kg, मतलब 5 मैग्नीट्यूड हो गया और kg क्या हो गया? यूनिट हो गया। kg क्या हो गया? यूनिट हो गया, है ना। kg क्या हो गया? यूनिट हो गया। तो हम लोग फिजिकल क्वांटिटी को जिस यूनिट में एक्सप्रेस करते हैं, यहाँ पर वर्क डन जब हम लोग मेजर करेंगे बाय फोर्स, तो उसको हम लोग किस यूनिट में मेजर करेंगे? हम किस यूनिट में मेजर करना चाहते हैं वो हम ऐसा यूनिट का बात कर रहे हैं। तो ऐसा यूनिट जो होता है वर्क का या वर्क डन का, वो होता है जूल, और हम लोग इसको सिंपली जे से डिनोट करते हैं। तो इसके बारे में हम 2 बात इंफॉर्मेशन दी है, स्केलर क्वांटिटी है, ऐसा यूनिट जूल है, ठीक है। यहां तक कोई दिक्कत नहीं। अब हम आते हैं वर्क डन बाय फोर्स, कैसे हम लोग कैलकुलेट करते हैं। अब समझ लो टॉपिक क्या है, वर्क। मतलब वर्क ये जो होगा, कोई ना कोई दूसरा एक्सटर्नल एजेंट होगा। वो एक्सटर्नल एजेंट हम भी हो सकते हैं, तुम भी हो सकते हो, और कोई थर्ड पर्सन भी हो सकता है। वर्क अपने आप नहीं होता है। अगर बॉडी एक पोजीशन से दूसरे पोजीशन में डिस्प्लेस हुआ है, अपना पोजीशन अगर चेंज किया है बाय अप्लाइंग फोर्स, ठीक है, तो हम लोग वर्क डन कैलकुलेट करेंगे। तो हम लोग जानना चाहते हैं वर्क डन बाय फोर्स। तो हम तुम लोग से पूछना चाहते हैं, अगर हम जानना चाहते हैं वर्क डन बाय फोर्स, तो हम तुम लोग से एक सिंपल सा बात पूछना चाहते हैं, क्या फोर्स 2 तरह का नहीं हो सकता है? एक फोर्स जो कि कांस्टेंट हो पूरे डिस्प्लेसमेंट में। सपोज एक पार्टिकल इस पोजीशन से, सपोज ये पोजीशन ए है, ये पोजीशन बी है, व्हेन पार्टिकल डिस्प्लेस्ड फ्रॉम पोजीशन ए टू पोजीशन बी एंड वी आर अप्लाइंग ए फोर्स एफ by external agent, we are applying force F, and this force F is constant during this displacement or during this movement. The force magnitude is not changing when particles or body or object is moving from this location to this location in 3D space. Force is not changing, but force may be changing. So that's why we will work with two types of force. One is constant force and another is variable force. In entire physics, there is only two concepts. Always something that is constant or uniform, and some physical quantity that is changing with time or changing with location or changing with something else, isn't it? सो हम लोग अभी जो हम बात कर रहे हैं वो फोर्स कांस्टेंट है. वो फोर्स क्या है? कांस्टेंट है. अब ध्यान से देखना, एक हम 3D एक्सिस ले लेते हैं. ये 3D एक्सिस है, ठीक है. ये y एक्सिस है और ये x एक्सिस है और ये z एक्सिस है. और पार्टिकल सपोज करो एक कर्व पाथ को फॉलो करते हुए इस तरह से मूव कर रहा है. दिस इज द पाथ followed by the particle when it displaces from one position to another position. This is the path, or you may say this is the trajectory of the particle or object. Suppose at any instant particle is at the position A. Suppose at any instant of time, suppose this time is equal to t is equal to 0. At this time the location of the particle is A and its position vector from this frame of reference which we have selected with respect to this frame of reference, the position vector of this particle is r, is position vector notation, and it be right here in subscript form A. It means position vector at the position A, isn't it? And the time is t is equal to 0. And after some time, when it move along this path under the application of a constant force, not variable force. We are talking about what kind of force? We are talking about constant force. We are not talking about variable force. If you understand the work done by constant force, then work done by variable force you can understand very easily. There is no problem. So the initial position vector of particle is RA, and after some time, suppose the location of the particles becomes B, and we assume the position vector of the particle is RB. क्लियर है? और ए पोजीशन पे, चूंकि ये 3D एक्सिस में चल रहा है, 3 डायमेंशन में हम बात कर रहे हैं, इसीलिए ए पोजीशन पे जो पोजीशन वेक्टर जो है वो RA है. और अगर कोऑर्डिनेट का अगर हम बात करें तो इसका कोऑर्डिनेट है x1, y1, z1. And at position B the coordinate vector is x2, y2, z2. And suppose the force is acting, constant force is like this. This is the force, and force is a vector quantity. It has certain magnitude and certain direction. And during this movement from location A to location B, the direction of force is not changing. It's not changing, because if it will change, then this force will become variable, because this is vector quantity. So either magnitude or direction, both, neither of them are changing, neither direction nor magnitude. And this force has certain magnitude, suppose we assume F. So the direction and magnitude of force is not changing when particle is moving from position A to position B under this application of force F. And this force can be provided by some external agent or some other machines which provides force to the body. So this is the external force. This is what? This is external force provided by some other external agent like me, like you, and some other else. Isn't it? यहां तक क्लियर है बात? सो अगर अब हम तुम लोग को बोले कि व्हाट वी कैन राइट अबाउट RA, पोजीशन वेक्टर एट A. RA, we can write position vector at RA in terms of unit vector, that is x1 I cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap. Yes or no? We can write position vector in terms of unit vector, that is x1 I cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap, isn't it? And similarly we can write position vector at B, that is RB in terms of unit vector, that is x2 I cap plus y2 j cap plus z2 k cap. And if I asked you what is the displacement of the particle, this is the distance of the particle covered from this movement. During this movement, this white line is the actually the distance. But what is the displacement? Displacement is always the shortest distance between two positions. It is always the shortest distance between two positions. So that's why we can draw a line between these 2 points like this. And the arrow is along B. Why? Because B is the final position. Because B is the final position. And this is the displacement. And this is what? This is called displacement. And suppose if I denote this displacement by R. Clear? So if I ask you what is the displacement R? What is the displacement R? This white line is, this white curve line is distance, and this orange line is what? Displacement. And I denote this displacement by R. Isn't it? So from this diagram, look at this diagram, this is the origin of the coordinate axis, and this is the position A and this is the position B. If you look at this diagram very carefully, you will find there is a triangle, that is OAB, and from the triangle law, which is the resultant? Which one is the resultant? RA, R or RB? Which one is the resultant? RB. RB is the resultant. Why? Because RA, this is the head of RA and this is the tail of displacement. So this is the head-tail combination and this is the final vector. So RB is the resultant of RA and R is displacement. R is what? Displacement. So from this triangle law, we can find the displacement of the particle when it travels from position A to position B on this curved path, which is known as the trajectory of the particle. So from the triangles law or using vector addition, we can find from triangle OAB, we can find RB is the resultant. RB is the resultant of RA and R. That's why we can write RB vector is equal to RA vector plus R vector. And we want to find R, that's why we can find R like this. R is equal to what? That is RB minus RA. So displacement is defined by two ways. What is the displacement? Shortest distance between two positions of a particle is known as displacement. And from this you can find, this is RB, this is the final position vector na? And this is the initial position vector. So this is change in position vector. Position vector is itself a vector. That's why change in position vector is also a vector quantity. If change in position vector is vector quantity, then displacement is also a vector quantity. That's why displacement has a certain direction and magnitude. Clear hai na? So we can find RB minus RA. If you calculate RB minus RA, you have written here RB is equal to x2 I cap plus y2 j cap plus z2 k cap, and RA is equal to x1 I cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap. Then we can simply put the value of RA and RB here, and we can find the displacement. So R. So we can write x2 minus x1, that is I cap, plus y2 minus y1 j cap plus z2 minus z1 k cap. Yes or no? Yes or no? Clear है ना बात ये? Displacement निकल गया. What is R? R is the displacement. What is R? R is the displacement. And displacement is vector. And what is the direction of displacement? The direction of displacement is along the direction of change in position vector. What will be the direction of change in position vector? That will be the direction of displacement. And what is the magnitude? The magnitude of change in position vector is the magnitude of displacement. So we understand clearly what is displacement and what is the work done by force. Now we will see what is the work done by force. So when a particle travels from position A to position B, and at position A the time is t is equal to 0, and suppose when it is at the location B, the time is t is equal to t is equal to t. So the journey time, entire journey time is t, because we assume t is equal to 0 at the location A. So the entire journey time is what? T, small t. And force F is constantly acting in this direction, and the magnitude of force is not changing when a particle travels from position A to position B. The direction and the magnitude of this force is always along this direction, isn't it? So at position B also the direction of force is in this direction. That when the particle, so what is R? R is the displacement, and now we will define work done by this force F. Now we will define work done by this force F. तो हम तुम लोग से एक बात पूछना चाहते हैं, ये डिस्प्लेसमेंट अगर आता है जिसको, तो अभी तक तो पुराना वाला ही कहानी है, अभी तक नया वाला कुछ कहानी हम नहीं बताए, और डॉट प्रोडक्ट भी आता है, ठीक है, कि ए डॉट बी इज इक्वल टू होता है ए का मैग्नीट्यूड बी का मैग्नीट्यूड इनटू कॉस थीटा, वेयर थीटा इज द एंगल बिटवीन टू वेक्टर, and the angle between two vectors is always given by tail-tail combination. It is not given by head-tail combination. If you know these things, then work done by force is very simple for you. If you don't understand the three-dimensional motion of an object and the position vector or the location of the particle, if you can't express location or position vector of the particles in terms of unit vector, then you cannot find the displacement. If you cannot find the displacement, you cannot find work done. So what I mean to say, if you want to know work done by force, you must understand what is position vector and what is displacement, and how do we write position vector in terms of unit vector, isn't it? If you know these things, then work done by force is very simple things. And when you do work, we apply force. Without force there is no work done. In physics, if you don't apply force, then it means you cannot perform a work, you cannot do a work. So to do a work, you must have to apply a force, and this force can be constant or can be variable, and we will deal with variable force. It is very simple, but first we will deal with constant force. So right now we are at the position. We understood what is position vector, what is displacement of the particle when particle travels from this path from the position A to position B, and the force is acting in this direction, and the direction of force is not changing, and also the magnitude of force is not changing. Now we will define work done by force. So work done by force is simply given by W is equal to, work done by force is given by, constant force is given by force F dot S, means dot product of force and displacement. Dot product of force and displacement is known as work done by a force, isn't it? And this is the dot product. So dot product is always taken between two vectors. That's why force is vector and displacement is also vector, but the resultant physical quantity is what? Scalar. Whenever a physical quantity is defined by dot product of two physical quantity, then those two physical quantities are always vector, because dot product is valid only between vectors, not between scalar and vector, and the resultant physical quantity is always scalar. So suppose if you don't know what is u, at a certain moment of time you will find a expression u is equal to minus p dot e. What is p, what is e? If you don't know its it's not a problem. But if you know this is dot product and u is equal to minus p dot e, what I mean to say, suppose an expression u is equal to minus p dot e, it means if you don't know what is p, no problem. If you don't know what is e, no problem. If you don't know what is u, no problem. But you can say definitely what, ki this is vector and this is also vector, but this physical quantity is what, scalar, because dot product is always gives a scalar quantity, isn't it? So the work done by the force, constant force, is given by dot product of force and displacement. And what is the force and displacement? Dot product of force and displacement. The dot product of force and displacement is the magnitude of force F and the magnitude of the displacement R and cosine of theta. And what is theta? Sir, theta is the angle between force and displacement. So look at the diagram. At the position A, the displacement is R and force is F. So this is the combination of telltale combination. This combination is telltale combination. So actually this angle is what? This is the angle theta. This is the angle theta. So theta is the angle between two vectors. So W is equal to F dot R, F का मैग्नीट्यूड, R का मैग्नीट्यूड एंड cos ऑफ थीटा. क्लियर है? कोई दिक्कत नहीं. अब तो कैलकुलेशन ना. अब हम तुमसे अगर पूछे ये वर्क डन बाय कांस्टेंट फोर्स हो गया, आ गया फॉर्मूला, एक्सप्रेशन आ गया, सब कुछ हो गया, खत्म हो गया वर्क डन बाय कांस्टेंट फोर्स, अब कुछ नहीं. अब ध्यान से देखो, अब हम तुमसे क्वेश्चन अराइज करते हैं इसी पे, ठीक, इसी पे. वो क्या है, चलो क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 हम पूछते हैं तुम लोग से कि तुम लोग कितना समझे वर्क डन को, उसके बारे में. सपोज करो तुमको बोला कि, क्या बोला कि फोर्स भैया 10 न्यूटन है. कितना है? 10 न्यूटन. और बोला डिस्प्लेसमेंट जो है, डिस्प्लेसमेंट जो है वो 20 सेंटीमीटर. और बोला कि दोनों के बीच का एंगल जो है, एंगल यानी थीटा जो है वो क्या है, वो है 30 डिग्री. तो व्हाट इज वर्क डन बाय फोर्स? सो विच फॉर्मूला यू विल यूज, F dot R या FR cos theta? FR cos theta. So I want to know you how to use these two formula, either dot product or you will use FR cos theta. So in this question, force is given, displacement is given, and angle between force and displacement is also given. Then we are asked to find work done. So in this case, we will find work done using FR cos theta. We will not apply F dot R. We will apply F dot R at certain moment of time in the problem when force and displacement is given in terms of unit vector, or suppose in terms of location x1 y1 z1 x2 y2 z2. So this is the simplest form of problem where work done can be calculated by simply this formula, that is W is equal to FR cos theta, means cosine of theta. And what is the value of F? The value of F is 10 Newton. And what is the value of R? What will be the SI unit of this work done? Joule. SI unit of work done will be Joule if force will be in SI unit, R will be SI unit, and there is no unit of cosine of theta. So R is given in centimeter, that you have to convert it into meter. So this is 20 and 20 into 10 to the power minus 2. So this is the conversion of centimeter to meter into cosine of theta. What is the theta? Cosine of 30 is root 3 by 2. So this is the root 3 by 2 and this is the answer. This is Joule. So this is the way how do we use FR cos theta. And suppose question number 2. The question number 1 is clear or not? I am trying to clear how to use W is equal to F dot R or FR cos theta. How we will decide that we have to use either dot product or FR cos theta expression. So in this case we will use simply FR cos theta expression, and I am giving you some other example by which we can explain you. I can explain you how to use F dot R. So I am trying to give you an overview of work, power and energy. Work, power and energy. So what is energy? We start with energy. Why energy? Because without energy we cannot perform work. If we have energy, then we can apply force, and when we can apply force, then we can perform a certain work, isn't it? So what is energy? Energy is the capacity to do work. And what is work, sir? What is work? Work is the way by which you can express your energy. By which you can express your energy. How much energy you have, you can only express by work done. कार्य करके आप बता सकते हैं कि आपके पास कितनी ऊर्जा है ना, या कितनी ऊर्जा है कहने का मतलब आपके पास कितनी ऊर्जा है, ये आप एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हैं, है ना. एंड व्हाट इज पावर? सपोज यू आर परफॉर्मिंग ए सर्टेन वर्क डन, certain work, you are performing a certain work. Suppose in your home there is a fridge at a certain location. In the room there is a position, na, there is a certain position of fridge in your room, yes or no? Yes. And Diwali is coming soon, so in Diwali we are always displacing the object and cleaning the all the walls or fans, everything. We are trying to clean, neat and clean our area, surrounded area. So in this process, suppose you are supposed to, hey hero, Aditi or something else, displace this fridge from this position to this position. Then what will you do? You will apply force. And suppose if you are very energetic, yes, you are eating healthy food or you are healthy, then you can apply force. And suppose karo you are ill, you are suffering from a fever 104 degree temperature, then at that moment if you are asked to displace the fridge from this position to another position, then you cannot perform work. Why? Because you don't have such type of energy at that moment, isn't it? So energy is capacity to do work, and work is the way by which you can express you have energy. But how much energy you have, you cannot express, because who knows, you can also perform another work done after doing that work, है ना? So it will not show the complete energy of your body, but it will show कि how much energy you have, है ना? At least this much amount of energy you have, it is clear by your work done, isn't it? So at the moment of Diwali or during Diwali, we are performing all types of work. So suppose you are asking to displace the fridge from one corner of the room to the another corner of the room, then you will raise your hand like this, and then you will apply force. And when you will apply force, it means you are using your energy, whatever or what amount of energy you have stored in your body by taking healthy foods or something, pizza stuff or some other things, you have stored energy which you have stored in your body, then you use that energy. And when you use that energy converted into what kind of? That is converted into work done. Suppose you have 100 joule energy stored in a body, and if you displace a fridge from one corner of the room to the another corner of the room, and suppose it requires 20 joule of energy, it means you will dissipate 20 joule of energy during this process. It means your energy will become 80 joule, and this 20 joule energy will consumed in the process of displacement of the fridge from one corner of the room to the another corner. And from the conservation of energy, we know from the childhood, whenever we encounter a phrase conservation of energy, we always learn that Meaning of conservation of energy: energy can neither be created nor can be destroyed. It can only be transferred from one form to another form. So whatever be the energy consumed in the process of work done, that energy is used from your body, and your energy is decreased by 20 joule. And the body which is displaced, which is displaced from one position to another position, and suppose during the displacement, what is the velocity of the free? There is a certain velocity, na, isn't it? There is a certain velocity. If you will think very carefully, at a certain location in your room, the fridge is locating, at that position there is no energy, there is no certain kinetic energy. Definitely there is certain potential energy. We will discuss potential energy later, but right now if we talk about only kinetic energy and don't bother about potential energy, then we can ignore the concept of potential energy. So right now we are talking about only kinetic energy. So at a certain location in your room, what is the kinetic energy of fridge? Sir, kinetic energy of fridge is 0, because the fridge is always static. It is not moving like this or this, isn't it? So there is no energy. So when you move fridge from one position to another position, it gains certain velocity, na? So from where it gains certain velocity? If it gains certain velocity, it means it gains certain kinetic energy. So I want to ask you, from where this kinetic energy gained by the fridge? By your work. When you have 100 joule energy and you spend 20 joule of energy in work done, then this work done provided the kinetic energy to the fridge, isn't it? So energy is clear, work done is clear, isn't it? And what is power? And suppose, what is power? What is the meaning of power? Suppose a very powerful person is asked to, hey, displace this fridge from this corner to that corner. Then it displays by like this, juice. एक बार मारा, घसका दिया. So he is supplying energy in very less time. So what is power? Power means energy supplied per unit time. एक यूनिट समय में आप कितनी ऊर्जा रिलीज करते हैं या एब्जॉर्ब करते हैं या देते हैं, दैट इज नोन एज पावर. सो पावर इज नथिंग बट एनर्जी पर यूनिट टाइम. सपोज कभी कभी होता है ना, हम लोग के घर में किसी को कुछ हो जाता है तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि उसको सलाइन चढ़ाते हैं, है ना, ग्लूकोज का बोतल या कुछ भी सलाइन चढ़ाते हैं. उसमें तुम देखोगे स्पीड जो रहता है ना, drop. So that saline contains certain energy, bhai, certain energy. Our body cannot handle energy in very less time. If energy is providing, suppose injection, तुम लोग को भी इंजेक्शन लगा हो, आप लोग को भी इंजेक्शन लगा हो कभी न कभी ऐसा होता है कि इंजेक्शन देते समय ऐसे घुसाया और भग से मार दिया, ऐसे करता है? नहीं करता है. क्यों? क्योंकि दैट जो लिक्विड होता है, वो जो केमिकल्स है, उसमें कुछ ना कुछ एनर्जी है, और प्रोसेस ये है कि एनर्जी स्लोली प्रोवाइड होना चाहिए. जैसे हम लोग रोटी बनाते हैं, है ना, समझना बात को. रोटी बनाते हैं तो तवा को हम लोग लो फ्लेम पहले गर्म कर देते हैं, फिर लो फ्लेम पे कर देते हैं ताकि रोटी को पकने का समय मिले. अगर फ्लेम को बहुत तेज कर दिया जाए तो वो ज्यादा एनर्जी देगा, है ना, ज्यादा एनर्जी देगा ही, और कम समय लगेगा, तो रोटी जल्द अच्छा से पक नहीं पाएगा. समझ में आ रहा बात? तो व्हाट इज पावर? पावर इज ए प्रोसेस ऑफ सप्लाइंग एनर्जी और रिलीजिंग एनर्जी और एब्जॉर्बिंग एनर्जी इन सर्टेन टाइम में आप एनर्जी. सपोज कर तुमको इंजेक्शन भग से मार दिया, आप मर भी सकते हैं. सपोज कर आपको सलाइन चढ़ाया, 2 घंटे या 3 घंटे में पूरा 1 बोतल सलाइन चढ़ता है. सपोज करो वो 5 मिनट में आपको देना चाहे, देन इट विल बी वेरी डेंजरस फॉर योर बॉडी. What is electricity? Electricity is also energy. When at a certain moment of time, when we suddenly touch the electric wire, we get a shock. But that is energy, electrical energy, and we cannot handle electrical energy. Our body cannot handle electrical energy. So that energy is provided in very small moment of time, very small duration of time, है ना? So energy, that's why power becomes very high. And power become very high, then we cannot handle energy. So to handle energy, we need a specific amount of time, like this, isn't it? So what is power? Power is nothing, energy delivered per unit time. And time, if time is less, power is high. If time is more, power is low. So what is the unit of power? Power, SI unit of power is watt. And what is the meaning of watt? Power is work done upon time or energy upon time. So SI unit of energy or work is same, that is joule, and divided by time, that is second. So joule per second is known as watt. So what is the meaning of 1 watt? So the meaning of 1 watt is 1 joule is energy. 1 joule of energy is providing or releasing or absorbing in 1 second. Whenever we go to the market, we ask, please give me a bulb. Then he asks you something, na? Which bulb? What kind of bulb? है ना? Or what kind of power you need? Suppose if your room require 100 watt bulb, means 100 joule energy in 1 second, then you cannot install a 20 watt bulb. In our home we use a zero power bulb, na?
Yes.
It means the power of that bulb is very low. Why? Because that bulb is not used for visual purpose. That is used only for just simple light, isn't it? Some simple light, like in at a certain corner where there is only simple light, like God we place at a certain corner and we simply use a small bulb, that is zero power bulb, because there is no need of energy, high much so much amount of energy we don't require at that position, so that we use zero power bulb. So power is clear or not? So if you I want to tell you that if you know work, there is nothing in energy. If you know energy, there is nothing in work. If you understand what is conservation of energy, all these terms are interconnected. If you understood these terms, there is nothing in work power energy, isn't it? So in one class you can cover the entire concept of the work power energy. Now you have to do calculation according to the given situation or the given problem. You have to perform your mind, you have to perform your ability. अपना एबिलिटी को तुमको दिखाना पड़ेगा, बस यही है वर्क पावर एनर्जी, isn't it? So in a simple way I express work, power and energy, isn't it? Now I again jump to the W is equal to F dot R FR cos theta. So if I ask you in this diagram, if I told you that at the position A the time is t is equal to 0 and the position B time t is equal to t. So the work done is transit time is what? T. And the amount of work done is what? W. So if I ask you what is power? Power is denoted by P, and P is what? W upon T. And what is W? Without energy you cannot perform W. That's why it is also expressed by E by T, energy supplied by T. So power is completed, energy is completed. So there is nothing in work of energy. Finish. खत्म. लेकिन हम आते हैं यहाँ पर W is equal to F dot R पे. सपोज करो अब क्वेश्चन में हम तुमको क्या बोलना चाहते हैं कि क्वेश्चन हम एक डिजाइन करते हैं तुम लोग के लिए अभी इसी मोमेंट पे, ताकि तुम लोग लैंग्वेज को देखो. प्रॉब्लम में क्या होता है कि आपको क्वेश्चन को समझना है कि उसमें क्या दिया हुआ है और हमसे क्या पूछा जा रहा है. देन डेफिनेटली देयर इज नथिंग इन वर्क पावर एंड एनर्जी. So suppose question is like this: if a particle is displaced from position A whose coordinate is 1, 2, 3 to position B, then the suppose position B is 2, 3 and 4. If a particle is displaced from position A to position B by a constant force that is of 10 Newton, what is work done by this force? So first you have to find what? Displacement. Now you will use FR cos theta. Will you use FR cos theta? Because the magnitude of force is given, F is given, है ना? And suppose this force is acting along east, this direction is given east, है ना? So we will not use FR cos theta. Why? We don't know what is the angle between F and R. If you want to calculate work done by this formula, then first you have to calculate what is the angle between F and R, and it is very difficult work or time taking or time consuming work. So that's we use the concept of dot product. That's why in this problem we use the concept of dot product, where I dot I is 1, J dot J is 1, K dot K is 1, J dot K is 0, I dot J is 0 and J dot K is also 0. So similar, dot product between similar vector is 1 and dot product between two dissimilar vector is 0. So this is the concept of dot product, which we have earlier understood the above concept of dot product, है ना? So in this chapter there is only one thing, new thing, that is work, and work done is defined by dot product and force and displacement. Clear hai? So first we will find position vector, that is R. So position, what is displacement? Displacement is change in position vector, and what is change in position vector? Change in position vector is always given by final position minus initial position. And what is the position? Final position 2. 2 minus 1 ना, जैसे हम अभी किए थे, 2 minus 1 that is 1i, 3 minus 2 that is 1i 1j, plus 4 minus 3 that is 1k. डिस्प्लेसमेंट आ गया. फोर्स ईस्ट के डायरेक्शन में लग रहा और 10 न्यूटन है तो 10i, और वर्क डन अब खत्म. W is equal to 10i dot I plus j plus k. So I dot I is 1. That's why the value is 10, and all other terms are what? 0. So the 10 joule is the answer. This is 0 and this is also 0, because I dot I is 1 and I dot j is 0 and I dot k is 0. अब यहाँ पे बच्चा को कंफ्यूजन होता है, सर ये डॉट, अरे जैसे प्लेन मल्टीप्लिकेशन में करते थे ना वैसे यहाँ भी करेंगे, बस डॉट रहेगा दोनों के बीच में. जैसे हम लोग स्केलर के साथ मल्टीप्लिकेशन करते आए हैं अब तक, वैसे ही करेंगे. बस यहाँ जहाँ डॉट है यानी लिखेंगे 10i डॉट i, फिर लिखेंगे 10i डॉट j, फिर लिखेंगे 10i डॉट k, फिर उसके बाद नेक्स्ट लाइन में जब हम 10i डॉट i जब लिखेंगे तो i डॉट i 1 हो जाएगा, तो 10 into 1 हो गया. फिर जब हम यहाँ i डॉट j कर रहे थे दैट इज 0, फिर जब i डॉट k जब कर रहे थे दैट इज 0. दैट्स व्हाई these two terms are 0 and this term is 10 joule, isn't it? So this is only the work done. Tomorrow I will discuss work done by variable force.